Hello and welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching me from. Welcome to this amazing Go Live people. Here I am here. Today is day 85 of my 90 days Go Live. And this is a special day, my dear people. I have here a surprise for every one of us that is going to watch me on this Go Live. My dear people, this is the day I have been waiting for. And today I'm going to surprise and shock everybody for this Go Live. It is special to me because guess what? I have a special guest, my own my coach from one of the coaches in my business, model that inspires me anytime, any day. Each time I watch her, each time I see her on the stage, I'm like bubbles, goes through my stomach. So I am here today, my dear people, to introduce to us my special guest all the way from United Kingdom, my dear people, as I welcome my own very special person, Coach Tina.
Yes. Hello. How are you, lovely lady?
Hello, welcome,
Thank
amazing
you.
people. Welcome, Coach Tina. You are
Thank you so
welcome to
much.
be my guest today. God bless you for accepting my invitation. I am
Oh,
so
it's my
grateful. I
pleasure.
am honored to have you here. So, my dear people, this is the amazing lady that I've been watching, and her story has inspired me in all the things I do in the social media. So, my dear people, welcome my special person, Coach Tina, who has been running her business in this Go Live. I watch her all the time in our big mastermind on the big TV. She is here to tell us more about her success, her business journey, and the success stories, how she is handling her business. So, my people, you are welcome. Coach Tina, go ahead and introduce yourself to our guest.
Wow, what an introduction, Rosie. Thank you so much. That was amazing. And thank you so much for inviting me. It's an absolute pleasure.
You're
So,
welcome.
as Rosie said, my name is Tina Willis and I'm coming to you from the UK. I am 61 years of age and I am a stepmom of 4 and a grandma of 12. I used to be a corporate business development manager for 25 years in sales. And it got to a stage in 2019 when enough was enough and I knew I needed to make a change. And the rest is history. I am now
Yeah.
a successful digital business owner. I love lots of things. I love 80s music. I love cheese, wine, food, you name it. I love it. I'm walking in the country with my dog and my hubby. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Thank you so much, Coach Tina. Thank you. And for my very self, everyone has seen me on the social media for this days, I can say months. Today is day 85 of 90 days Go Live. And I've been in this journey, as many of you that has been watching me go live, you know me as Mentor Rosie, the face behind Rosie Jocko Digital Business. I am a wife, a mother of 3 wonderful children, set of twins and one, and I work in the healthcare sector. Right now, I am a successful digital business owner. Happens to find myself on the same stage with this amazing lady that has inspired me. Thank you, everyone. Welcome, and stay tuned as we dive into this amazing day today and watch my coach, my top person, tell us more about her business. So, Coach Tina, the first thing I am going to ask you, the first question here is, how did you come across this business and what attracted you to join?
So, truthfully, I actually wasn't looking for an online business. I didn't even know what one was, Rosie. But it got to a stage in my life, as I've said, that I knew I needed to make a change. So after 25 years in corporate life, working 16, 17 hours a day, I was building my career. But the fact was that that career made me ill. And out the blue one day, I was driving home from work on the UK motorways and don't know where it came from, but I just burst into tears. And I don't actually remember getting home. And it was a 2-hour journey. So I knew I'd had some sort of breakdown. I got home eventually, and my husband said, "That's enough. Things have got to change." Because I'd sacrificed so much time and so much energy building that career, and for what?
Mhm.
An extra 5% increase per year. What was I doing?
Yes.
So I sat there, and then I was recuperating at home, and I came across an ad that resonated with me. Now, bear in mind, Rosie, I would never sign up to anything on social media. I
Yes.
was that skeptical Nancy. Oh no, that wasn't me. But there was something in this that really did hit home, and it was about setting up a legitimate business, working from anywhere. And myself and my husband had goals, we had dreams, we wanted to leave a legacy with the kids, and we hadn't planned for our retirement. We were 80s child. We thought we were invincible. So I actually just thought, right, okay, and said to my husband, should I register for this? And he was too busy watching the football, so I did it anyway. And that was it. I watched that 90-minute free webinar. I took the next step, and I entered the community, and it was just blew me away. It absolutely blew me away, and the rest is history. And that's why I did it. I wanted more. I wanted freedom. I wanted time. I wanted to walk away from the corporate life, and I was able to quit my job and say bye bye to my boss, which was the best
Exactly.
feeling ever.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach. Yes, we all have different stories and the way we joined the business and stuff like that. I can tell you a little bit about mine, what made me to join this business. At some point in my life, I had worked in this country. I've been in this country for 17 good years plus. And again, I work when I migrated from Nigeria to this country. This is not what I was doing. Like, healthcare world was not my thing. Even though when I finished school back in the day, my dad wanted me to join nursing school. I actually started 8 months already in the healthcare world doing nursing school, and I was helping as a surgery assistant. But each time after every other surgery, I will come home and get sick for more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like I can't stand the sight of blood and stuff like that. So
Mm.
I quit from home. So finally, when I got married, I before I got married, I was working with the state U.S. Department of State Mission in Nigeria as a procurement agent and contract specialist. So when we migrated to this country, I was thinking of getting the same job, but you know what it is? It is not the same game. What we think of abroad, when we come here, it is very different. So
Yeah.
I came into this country, everybody was like, go into healthcare world, go into do nursing, do this, do that, do that. I'm like, this was what I ran away, did not do when I was back home. I wish I can
Mm.
find something else. But they said, people had to say something. So even though I've been traveling but not coming to be a resident, so when I finally made up my mind, I started with the nursing and do all the prerequisites, and some points I get to a stage whereby my kids, my children, taking them to the daycare was a nightmare to me. I was my twins. Sometimes when I come back home, I'll be crying. My husband will be going to work, and I will be, coming back, and I will go to school, go to work, pick the kids from the daycare. It was not fun. So I gave up that step of going to nursing in full. I did all my nursing prerequisites, but I dropped. I said, my kids are important to me. I'm
Yeah.
going to have to be in their life, to get to do this. So I step out of nursing and stopped from where whatever I have acquired already to start working in the healthcare world. That was all. The kids were growing, I was juggling night shift. That was what I did all through their life. I never get rest at night. I go to work at night, come back that night with sleepy. I'll be driving them back and forth to school and stuff like that. So to cut the long story short, when they finished high school, when the twins were about to enter college, I know the tuition to carry the twins two in the college at the same time. It's not as if I would say one go, the other one stay.
Mm.
There are two brilliant kids by the grace of God going to college. So you know what? I'm going to find a second job. So I did find a second job. But guess what? I have never done two jobs. My husband does his own. I go just once, and my kids are my second job because I had to be in their life. But picking up a second job was not easy for me. This is somebody that worked in the corporate office, then coming out to work in the factory as a second job, to help. It
Mm.
was not fun. I did it for 6 months. You know what? This is not me. I'm quitting it. Then I started looking for online business, something that I could do out in the back of my, at the back end, and at the same time have time to be in my kids' life. My kids are into sports, more especially my son. So I just want to be in their life and just go anywhere with them. One day I was just searching, and what pop up was my coach's ad, Coach Abesco, when it came up. And the good thing was that her phone number was there. Why I say this, because I saw this business in 2020. The
Okay.
different kind of things were going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a Nigerian. Since I come to America, nobody has given me a dime. But for me to pay money, no, 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 they are scammers. All this mentality gets into my head, so I quit. But that day came. I think it was a connection from heaven when I saw my coach's ad. I'm like, her number was there. That was what attracted me. The phone number on there. Then I called her. She was real. And that was how I found myself in the business, with the story of my life and my children to
Yeah.
be in their life and other things around me that are going on. This is all about me, people. I don't want to bore you. I'm good. The Coach Tina is my guest today. I just want to hear all about her and how she started this business. So, mentor, Coach Tina, the next question is this: how did you decide that this is what you want to do? Were you skeptical?
Oh, was I ever? Yeah, but at the end, skepticism, Rosie, is really healthy until it's not. And what I mean by that is it's good to be skeptical, because let's face it, there is so much out there to be skeptical of. And unfortunately, we're in a society where, sadly, people are getting ripped off more and more and more. The other day I even had something on a friend's messenger that was a scam. They'd taken over a messenger and they were trying to scam me, and it was a friend. So yes, I was skeptical, but I actually investigated the person who, and when I say investigated, searched her and checked her out. And when I watched the webinar, I checked some of the people out on there. But what I noticed, which made it more legitimate for me, was that every single week it was different people on that webinar, which was more authenticity.
Mhm.
And then obviously when I took that next stage of that 149, I was blown away. And bear in mind, back then there was only 30,000 people in that community. Today there's over 250,000.
Oh my God.
So I thought to myself, let's get real, Tina, here. Do I really think that 30,000 people globally are all going to be in one community scamming everybody? No, obviously not.
Yes.
And once I watched the pre-coaching videos, saw what the business was about, delved deeper into the aspect of social media marketing, I knew it was for me. And I knew it was for me because of all that support in the community that we're in. You're never alone. You have an assigned coach and mentor, and that's what did it for me. And that was my escape from corporate life. And to be quite honest with you, Rosie, it was my savior. It was my savior for my health and for my family. So yeah, it was a no-brainer. No-brainer.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, you see, a lot of people now, when they see this kind of business, more especially our people in diaspora, everybody want to doubt you. Everybody want to see, oh, I want to see what you have, how much have you been making? How can how can I believe that this is not one of those
You
that
see,
when
I,
when you go ahead.
yeah, sorry, I understand. I get that, but the bottom line is, when people say that to me, how much are you making? I'll just say, well, how much do you want to make? It's not about what I'm making. What do you want? What do you want for your life? How do you think it's going to look for you? I can earn X amount. You might earn more than me. Yeah, that's literally got nothing to do with the whole process. At the end of the day, how do you want your life to look like in 12 months? And let's face it, and let's get real. It's a business. Of course there's investment. You couldn't go out and get a bricks and mortar business without investing. But
Hmm.
the comparison with an online business is the fact that it's a drop in the ocean compared to a bricks and mortar. And it's how do you want your life to change? So you have to be logical, you have to be realistic, and you have to say to people, yes, skepticism is good and healthy until it's not.
Yes.
And the only reason you're walking away from this opportunity is because of your skepticism and because of your mindset that says it's not real. You're making excuses. And I get more and more of that. And, that's down to them. That's their choice. They have to decide if this is the right fit for them. And if it's not, that's fine. It's not for everybody, but the right people will come.
That's good. That's good. Awesome. Awesome. I mean, people that are watching, I hope you are all hearing me, and because I know a lot of people are going to get a lot of nuggets today. Because, it's good. They said it's good to hear from one or two people. Most times when I encounter a lot of questions, and, you know, I'm a mentor, I have a coach on top of me, I will tell my, you know what? Go ahead and let hear from my coach so that you will be able to understand. Let it not be that I am the one that has been telling you, I'm not forcing you, but here I am bringing you into something amazing that will eventually change your life.
Oh,
But if you
absolutely.
want to know more, go and meet my coach. Thank you, Coach Tina. The next one I am going to ask you here is that what were the challenges you encountered when you started this business? Were you tech savvy? Did you have prior experience before you start this business?
I'm smiling because my biggest challenge was this
Yeah.
going live. And I made so many mistakes, but it showed I was real. So that was the first challenge. The second challenge is because I was from managerial background, I had to change my mindset to become a leader rather than a manager, and there was a big difference. And also, I was impatient. I wanted it yesterday. I wanted
Yeah.
it all done yesterday.
Mhm.
It was going to work overnight for me. Well, actually, that's not real. You have to build a business. You have to water it. You have to nurture it. You have to look after your business. So the challenge, yeah, was putting myself out on social media. My patience, I had to overcome that, or my impatience, should I say, to become patient. The challenge of changing my mindset, which was the biggest challenge. And also, I mean, tech savvy. No, I wasn't tech savvy. My kids knew more than me, Rosie, but I knew the basics, Excel, spreadsheets, and Word because I'd worked
Yeah.
for that in the corporate life, but I knew nothing else. But that didn't matter because we had that support. We have a tech team covering our backs every single day, and we have our step by step training, which is probably, pardon the way, this is a phrase we use here and so many books called the idiot's guide. Well, I was that idiot's guide. So it was a simple process to learn. And because the video based training as well. So, yeah, I had challenges, I overcame them, but it was good I had those challenges because that enables me now to share that with my mentees so they don't make the same mistakes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we learn and we grow and we adapt and we learn professionally as well as personally. So that was my initial challenge.
Yes. Thank you so much, Coach Tina. A lot of people, I get a lot of questions. People will say, oh, I love this business, but I don't want to show my face on social media. No, no, no. I don't have anything to do with Facebook. I don't want anything to do with TikTok or whatever. This is not me. This is not me. Is there no way that I can do this business without showing my face on social media? Could you throw some light on that for people that are watching and are scared of, I don't want social media, but they want the business?
Absolutely, because I was like that. All right. I had the private mindset. Okay. I didn't want anybody to see me. The only thing I did on social media, Rosie, was say happy birthday,
Exactly.
stalk other people, scroll through, you know, but that was it. But when I started this business, I soon realized that my mindset had to change to a public mindset in the fact that it's a business. So I don't care what other people think of what I'm doing in social media. That doesn't bother me. it's a business that I am growing. So I treat every single social media platform as a business model, not as something to scroll through and waste time and wish everybody a happy birthday and share funnies. That's not what this is about. We inspire, we educate, and we motivate. But was it easy at the beginning? No,
Well,
of course it wasn't. But as you learn and as you have that support and that mindset change, you start thinking, hold on, this is a business. This is actually making me an income. And this is actually creating a legacy for my family. And your mindset starts to change. And of course, you don't have to do go lives to begin with. Of course not. You can do whatever you want to do. But actually, as you grow into the business and develop your skills, it starts clicking, it starts coming, it starts growing. And your private mindset on social media becomes a public mindset, and you're out there and you don't care about what anybody else thinks.
exactly.
That's it.
it, it flows like that when it's like a
Yeah,
magnet, right?
it is. It is. This is you. And I love it. I think it's fabulous.
Yes, exactly. It's like a magnet. Like myself, when I first started, I was like, before I joined this business, I can't stay on the same stage with somebody. You can't even tell me to come and address people. Even though I work in an office then back home where I have met a whole lot of, people of dignities. But don't tell me to come on stage. Why? Because I will be so scared. I will be like shaking, nervous. My palm will be all wet. You will see, like sweat dripping from every corner of my body. I was an introvert, a timid person that don't even know how to address
Now, I
public.
don't believe that for 1 minute, Rosie.
Now, I'm telling you the gospel truth, Tina. It was me. It was me. But guess what? Little after, I remember the very first go live I did in this business. I follow my coach. I just listened to her. One fateful Sunday, I just came back from a church service. I'm like, let me try this go live. I don't know what I was doing, I tell you. But I came out and went live. I was like, it lasted for almost, I think, 45 minutes. I was just yabbing and blabbing, that kind of a thing. But I don't know if the message resonated with anybody. But what I was trying to, you know, do for myself is to take out that fear.
Yeah.
After that very first
Yeah.
one, I went hiding. I did not go again. Then one fateful day, I had the picture on my phone. I went in the front of the mirror in my bedroom, my bathroom. I said, Rosie, who are you? What are you scared? I just screamed on myself, just like me in the room. There was nobody. My kids are out. I was just alone. I'm
Self
like,
talk. Yeah.
who are you? I just screamed and yelled at
Yeah.
myself. Do you want to do this business? What do you want to do? That's my first time sharing this, Coach Tina. This is my first time. The picture, I have it here. I'm like, God, please give me the grace. And after that, I started watching my coach,
Yeah.
joining my colleagues and my team that go live and stuff like that. That was how, because if I want something, I'm gonna have to go for it. If I
Yes.
need to
Yeah.
improve, I had to do all that it takes
Yeah.
to get it, because I know this is where I belong. I know
Yeah.
this is what is
Oh,
going to
yeah.
help me for
Yeah.
my children, and more especially, this is massive, and it's a priceless business that if anyone can tell me that this is where I would belong to a group, a community like this, I would say no. But here I am. I am so grateful to my coach. I still say it till tomorrow. So, Coach Tina, the next one is, could you share with us and our amazing viewers your success so far? How has your journey been after you joined, after all these years you've been in the business? Just give us a little tip of your success story and, let us learn from you.
Well, there's two. It's two sides, two different scales. So professionally, well, I quit corporate life because of this business.
Yes.
I travel where I want to with my husband. We don't have to book holidays anymore and decide or save, or we just live the life we want to live.
Exactly.
And that's what this business has given us. And I celebrate every win. And I celebrate. Don't laugh, Rosie, but I celebrate with a good bottle of wine and a good meal. And then I move on to the next goal. and I'm
Yes.
always looking at the next goal. So yeah, professionally, I'm up here. Personally, I probably say I'm even higher, um, because I lost everything back then through illness, and I found who I was again because of this business. And that's when I said to you off screen, it's been my savior. Um, I'm more confident. I feel younger now at the age of 61 than I did back then. I feel more vibrant. I've grown so much in my knowledge, and I just love life,
Oh
and
my
I think
God.
that's what we're here for. What else are we here for except to enjoy our life while it's still here? Um, and that is the big success story, and I think people view success in different ways. Some people view success as financial, money. Um, but you know what? Do you know what? And maybe people who are watching will understand this. Money, start again. Success comes first, money comes later.
Yes.
Success comes first, money comes later. Because if you're changing into the person that you always knew was in here and you become the person that you want to be, that is the biggest success story of your life. Money is just a tool to enable you to enjoy different things that you want. Money is just a tool, and you put it to good. My biggest success story is being who I am, helping others to do the same, seeing the smiles on people's faces as they change their life with this business,
Okay.
and money comes later. And that's it. That's my success story.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Most of us, when we join the business, everybody want it immediately. Like, I want it now. What is it? I want to make that money now. Because you hear people asking, how long do you have to stay before you start making money? How long do people say ask different kind of question, compared to our traditional job and businesses and stuff like that. I always tell people it's just like online business. The difference between online business is like you are doing it online, but traditional business, remember, when you want to start a business, you're going to have to rent a store, in a place where you will put out your goods and stuff like that. You're going to have to learn the process. You're going to have to buy the goods that you want to sell. That's your own area. The things
Yeah.
like you want to sell building material, electricals, or whatever you want to sell. Remember, you're going to have to be ready to sell all those things before you start making your money. And again, you don't just start immediately, like you open your store today and you come immediately and start making the money. It's just a process. The same thing in our online digital business. When you come in and sign up in this business, that process is there. You learn. It's like you're planting a seed. You're going to have to let the seed do what? Grow. When it grow, you nurture it, like Coach Tina rightly said here. You nurture it. You water the seed. You remove weeds and make sure that
Yeah.
it's standing firm on the rock. The same thing
100%. Yeah.
applies to online business. You don't just jump in immediately and said, I'm making it today. And I tell people, when you see such business that said all those get rich quick scheme and stuff like that, the more you look, the less you see. That's what I call them. When you see a business that said, come today, as soon as you come today, the next day you are making it, just run, because you're
That
about to
way.
be scammed. Yes.
Run the other way.
Yes, you are about to be scammed, because they just want to get everything about,
Yeah.
make you inspire you, make you that fire. Come, bring all you have.
Yeah.
But the time you step in and get all you have, the next minute, call that person, the phone will be ringing, is not available. That's what that's what I tell people. So this our business is built on integrity. It's
Yeah.
a business that has value. You
Yeah.
know what you are doing. You have a goal, you have a vision. You're coming here, you already see this, hear the success stories, and you are in the community where you see it every day. People are testifying, people are telling their milestone, how they started, how it was before they start, and where they are right now. So it's a business of growth, where you learn, learn and learn. As long as you are willing to learn and you are coachable, you come in. It is a place that you will be, and your regrets will all be, what? Why didn't I see this on time?
Mm.
Where have I been all these years? Like myself that saw it 2020 and I was unable to start. If I had started 2020, you know what the story would be, Coach Tina. So, but they said whenever somebody, like my dad will rightly said, he said, when somebody wakes up from sleep, it's the person's morning. So
Yeah.
God used Coach Abesco to bring me to this business. And I know this time that I am here now, meeting with people like dignitaries like you know what it is. I am going higher. And I believe that
Oh, yeah.
today, today, God is going to make a difference. He's already made it for you to step out and come and honor my invitation. Coach Tina, God bless you. So
Oh,
finally here, I don't want to keep you more. You are a very busy person. People, I'm telling you, my viewers from all over the world, this lady here is a busy person. Right in my website, if you go for my welcome page, when you sign up with that email address on that video, on my website that is on here on the video, the very first message that you get, the congratulatory message you will get, is this lady right here. You will see how she is explaining to people what this business will do in the life of people. And that is actually what connected me to her. I looked out for her, I got her, and today I am here virtually with her. And guess what? By the special grace of God, Coach Tina, next year I am going to meet you in California. We
yes.
will all see right there. I'm going to meet you live. Then you will see face to face and say, this is that lady that invited me. I am so grateful and honored today. In fact, I'm getting more emotional. But
Oh,
I am not going to ask you the final question here. My intention was for us to stay 30 minutes, but it's a little bit after 30 minutes. So for my final question, Coach, finally, what advice would you give to viewers today, more especially those who have been watching from the beginning of this 90 days go live and they are still skeptical? They are watching from the sideline. They are overthinking this business, taking the business, they are like, my 9 to 5, I'm attached to it. I don't have time. I don't want to do this. I don't think I can. What advice what can you tell them to motivate them and inspire them that this is it?
well, firstly, as humans, unfortunately, we put every single excuse possible in our way to stop us moving forward. And my question would to those people would be why? Just ask yourself why you do it. Why do you put every excuse possible in front of yourself to move forward in your life? Because of fear. Okay? And that's why you do it. And fear doesn't exist. It's something that you've put in your mind. What ifs doesn't exist. Maybes don't exist because nothing's happened. Today is today. Tomorrow doesn't exist because it hasn't come yet. So how can what if, etc., exist? So tear down those walls of skepticism, guys. Tear down those excuses. You have an opportunity to watch a 90-minute complimentary webinar. Flipping heck, you actually scroll through social media more than that time a day, and that's not earning you any money. This platform will earn you money. And somebody's just put highly recommended. Yes, it is highly recommended because it's legitimate. We pay taxes in every country we reside in. The tax man always wins. So at the end of the day, you are the only variable. You are the only person who can do this business. We will guide you every step of the way within this business community, but you are the person who will build your business. So connect with Rosie. Check this system out. When you've watched that webinar, ask any questions you want. The 149 is risk-free because you've got 30 days to refund it. And actually, do you think I and Rosie would be all over social media platforms if we weren't real? I'm putting our lives out there. I'm putting our websites out there. Check them out. They are legitimate. Get off the fence because tomorrow might never come. Today is today and you're in the moment. So connect with Rosie.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Coach
My
Tina.
pleasure.
In fact, you are amazing. For everyone watching, let me just take a minute and welcome some few people that has shown interest here. Then before we go, Coach Tina, I have seen some of my fellow mentors in our team. Mentor Julie, thank you for joining. Mentor
Hi,
Sharon,
Julie,
I
Sharon.
appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for joining us this afternoon. I call it afternoon right now. It's 11:30 though. I'm still in morning, but you can see Coach Tina is streaming from England, from UK, my people. It's already her evening, but
Yeah,
I'm over here is still morning. So you can see the difference. This business is globally accessible. It runs on automation. It's a business that can connect to the whole world. The only thing that matters here is like, are you ready? Are you willing to
yeah,
step out of comfort zone? I was listening to one of the coaches, men coaches, I think her name is Tammy or something. One day she was just discussing about what skepticism will do, excuses will do in someone's life. He said skepticism, excuses, fear, and doubt, they are the ones that bury your dream.
yeah,
They limit you. They will just limit you to a particular place. You are now doing your 9 to 5. You said, this is, oh, I'm okay. This is what I love to do. I've been doing it for years. I think I'd rather stay here. But it makes me, I feel sorry. I can say that for people that don't want to, step out of that limitation of same old same. They just want to be who they are. They just want to remain one place. They don't just want to see what is outside of what they are doing. They just mental Tina, Coach Tina, just take it from there. People want to, they limit themselves a lot. They don't want
we,
to
we
do
are we are a
anything.
result of what we think, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah,
The only people we put limitations on are ourselves. We are
exactly.
100% responsible for what we do in life.
Hmm.
And guys, you can turn around and say, "Oh, it's not real. This business, it's a scam. It's this." That's your mindset, not ours. That's your mind. So tear down those walls of skepticism. Just check us out. There's no commitment. All you've got to do is investigate.
That's it, my dear people. I mean, you've heard it all. You've been hearing it from me all this while. For 19, today is day 85. You've been hearing it from me. Now you heard it from one of our top leaders in the community. Skepticism is your mindset. It's the way you perceive information. It's the way when people are telling you something, you have an opportunity that comes your way. The way you analyze it in your brain, the mindset of accepting change is what matters. But if you are that kind of person that doesn't want to accept change, your mind will be revolving. You are the person that does everything that you think about is the negative aspect of opportunity when it comes. It's like, oh, I'm going to fail. I've done it before. I failed. I am this, I'm that, and that. But when you start thinking outside that box and change your mindset and bring in positive aspects of your life and said, you know what? If these people can do it, why can't I? You step out of that comfort zone and start thinking differently. That is the only time you can do it. So,
Yeah.
my dear viewers, this is how it is today. And you have heard from this, my adorable and amazing coach here today. You've heard it all. It takes one big bold step, one big bold step to change your life. That leap of faith is all it takes. I did it, she did it. Even though our coming to the business is different, but I tell you, none of us has the business experience, no tech savvy, but we come because we have a system that is very informative, a system that is user friendly, a system that will teach you how you can start your own successful digital business with the supportive team that we have. More than 200,000 people. Who does that? Where will you, if you are saying that 200,000 people are scammers, just think about yourself. Look at yourself and said, am I all right? Because 200,000 people cannot scam you at the same day. No, this is real business, a legitimate business that runs on automation, the business that is globally accessible just with your cell phone and your laptop. Plug into this, our amazing system, our business system that is out there, one out of that is the best in the society out there now. Okay. So it's a high ticket what business. Come in just the way you are. As long as you are coachable, you are willing to learn. Come and plug in. You are not selling anything. You can see us as we are talking. We have not brought anything that this is what we are selling.
No.
This is just pure attraction marketing. Like she said earlier on, we entertain people, we inspire, and we educate people. And the way that we can help you is what we are doing here right now. Just come the way you are. All you need to do, go to the website that is on this video, register your name and a valid email address to have access to what? To our webinar. Watch it. Watch it and take action, because they said action speaks louder than voice. It is only us that will change our mindset. When you change your mindset, go ahead, try this business, and you will not regret it. When you watch it, like she said, only 149. I was listening to something yesterday, said if 149, that was my coach anyway. If 149, when she signed up in this business, her coach, which is our grandma coach right now, Coach Nina, he said, if 149 can put food on the table for your children, can't you do it? That was what made my coach to step out of our comfort zone. And today you can see how Coach Abesco is doing in the business. The same thing comes to us. If you're watching me out there or you're going to watch later, this is the same question for you. If you 149 can put food on your table, give you opportunity to explore the world and meet people of all walks of life, can't you accept that? Thank you, Coach Tina, for coming on today. I
Been a
appreciate you
pleasure.
so much. Anytime, any day, you are my mentor. I tell you, you are my hero. I love you so much. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
accepting
Rosie.
my invitation here today. And like I said, we will see in California.
We will.
By
Thank
the
you, everybody. Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Coach Tina. I appreciate you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes. And